Hello. So, this is your teacher, Professor Nirmal Kumar Swai, Department of Library and Information Science, MD University, Rohtak. So, welcome to this video lecture series, and we are discussing the paper Research and Publication Ethics. And today's lecture is Publication Ethics, its meaning, introduction about this, and its importance. So in this lecture we will say about what is ethics, what is publication ethics, and why do we need this importance in the publication activities, and what would be the ultimate result of it. Okay, through this lecture these are the outcomes. Let us go into the publication ethics. Publication ethics is defined in many ways. So the most representative definition is to abide by those ethical principles, moral principles, both written, often unwritten, while publishing. While publishing means, okay, so this is the definition, and furthering this definition, so this is all about the different parties are involved. Parties, first of all, it is researcher first. The author becomes author, while authors need to report these research findings in different platforms, in different platforms, in different journal platforms, so that with the research result. Okay, so this is the first party is the author, and there are other parties also, largely the journal. Journal means journal is not a human being, so many people are involved in the journal: editor, editorial board, editorial policy, reviewing policy, reviewer. Okay, so there are many steps, and people with different responsibilities are involved with the second party, the publisher. Okay, so and while submitting the data, okay, and in submitting the data, the first of all, what author is supposed to take care of. While submitting the data, we should not hide, we should not fabricate, we should not falsify, we should not plagiarize. Okay, so these are the prescriptions, and individually we told you in different previous lectures also. Authors should take care of all these activities before submitting. Okay, submitting, not duplicating, okay, not overlapping. So there are many concepts. So authors should take care of this, and feel free. There are certain acts authors are they forget about ethics, and there are many reasons also why do they do, especially the young authors. Okay, so there is always hurry off, publishing different platforms, competing falsely, competing with friends, colleagues, getting a jobs. Okay, so all these factors are involved. So sometimes deliberately also. Okay, so in those cases they are indulging in unethical practices, which should not happen. And that's why what is the solution of it? The solution is that whenever you publish, submit your research paper, so these big giant publishing houses, so they have solution speed. They have separate submitting forms also, copyright forms, plagiarized forms, and if anything, if the data found, we will ban you. They give warning kind of things. okay, before. But other journal publications, so they don't have the middle range or not that much profiled journals, okay, so they don't have. This is from author side. So what is publication ethics for authors? You should abide by certain guiding principles, and those guiding principles are available with university. Individual university have their own guiding principles, or in India certain UGC and other higher education agencies make a universal guidelines for that. Or while submitting to a particular journal has its house guide also. Any particular, every journal has its own guidelines, you follow that. Okay, this is so publication ethics is that abiding, guided by certain written and sometimes unwritten. Everything, what is writers ethics paper, you must have watched my paper on ethics, video on ethics. All the time you cannot even prescribe a written in a written form that which is writers, which is right act, which is not. All the time you cannot do that. Okay, so this is from author side. The other parties are there, like the publisher, the journal. There are many people involved. Okay, so they should not, once you submit, so they would say to reviewers, sometimes double reviewers also. The reviewers also should play a very encouraging role. Reviewers are also a human being. People say that there are good reviewers, they suggest, they situate themselves when they are authors. Other reviewers also suggest them, or there are reviewers abruptly reject and such a major revision as if the author is supposed to rewrite the paper. It should not happen. It should not happen. The reviewers also sometimes reject if the authors come to know that this paper is magnifying or better than my areas of research. If it is published, then I will be downgraded. Sometimes the human feeling is there, so that's why they reject it. Okay, although it doesn't happen because it is blind review and author's affiliation is not supplied with the, okay, this is what at the review level. Then obviously publishing level also, unnecessary the article should not be delayed, because suppose the research paper is delayed, the data will be old, and in between the many similar research would come up. By the time your research paper gets a platform to be published, people won't give interest. Okay, so there should be some timeline. Okay, suppose you are publishing within 6 months, 8, or at best 12 months. Beyond that, so from publication ethics should be observed or abide by all the parties involved, especially the author and the journal party is the journal. Okay, the books are there also, but we are speaking in the context of journal. Okay, then the another element of this lecture is that importance of publication ethics. Obviously, publication of what? Publication of your research result. What is research? Research is development. New researches will come up, new results will come up, and the research is nothing. It will fill the gap of further research. Ultimately, it begets the comfortability, the comfort of society and comfort of nature, society, comfort of the entire human being. So obviously, if everything, publication ethics are restored and maintained and abide by all the parties involved, the smooth research will be conducted, and the latest research will be getting chance to be published, as well as the other researchers, the readers can follow it in time. Okay, so that, and whosoever submits the first someone would get chance, and if someone does a very unique kind of research, and he or she should be encouraged. So the importance is that the culture of research will be cultivated properly. India is doing, and probably so still we need to develop the qualitative culture of research in some way. So the importance is like this. If the fraud research, plagiarized research, fabricated research, and all these are duplicated research, overlapping research, all these you have studied in our syllabus, will never beget development in the society. These all are. Hope you like it. Watch, and thanking you for watching. Don't forget to like these videos. Thank you. So we are meeting for the next lecture. Okay.